worth pausing our thoughts for just a moment, because we would have been inaudible. And waves of applause and cheers that have cascaded down from the stands here. Pirates fans, the overwhelming majority at the Mbombela Stadium this afternoon. TS Galaxy actually enjoyed a fairly good run in their opening couple of seasons against Orlando Pirates. They won twice in their first 4 games against the Buccaneers, but they have managed only 1 victory in their last 7 against Pirates. The visitors are expected to...
If they have the type of patience they need.
Sieva drives it towards goal. He has that solitary lead goal screamer against Orbit towards the beginning of the season, but hasn't scored since.
Yeah, well, I guess we'll see most of this by
September. Now the little flick is decent. So to answer your question, the third... Oh, it's not a bad one. Bursting onto it. Monebi, was he brought down? Now huge decision here for Chabani. Reaches for the top pocket. And he has dismissed over Mutom. Game-changing. Really, Mufokeng's been scoring with his head lately. Now he goes for goal. Oh, he's found the back of the net. It's struck home beautifully. Placed it into the top corner. So he has added something new to his arsenal.
Yeah. That's what a good and a great player does. You add every season, you add into your arsenal, you improve your game, you add into all the things that you have. As dangerous as it is, as a winger last season, as dangerous as it is this season playing as a 10, this is what caused everything from that takeover. Mutaung really took his time over the wall. Tape had no chance whatsoever.
Well, in the week where he has embraced his role as Bafana Bafana's poster boy, where he's really stepped into that role, he proves at club level precisely the ball away to Sibili Bili. It continues on. Block tackle from Ungisim Bunjana, now Zindoga. His career, and he looks up, finds the space, tries to...
In that regard.
Abduma! Oh, clever improvisation. That's Tape well positioned behind it. Zindoga with some space. Taking it away from Mbata. One of his trademark long-range goals as Mufokeng, who curled one in the previous visits to TS Galaxy, where they won 2. Now the Buccaneers on the move. Mufokeng asking too much of Moremi. Now Mufokeng looking for options. Rolled in for De Jong. Good save by Tape.
Got a great opportunity for Orlando Pirates. Good integral play for them, really finding space, but look at the small.
Matlambu goes down right on the edge of the area. Was above this his head from Mufokeng, who tried to roll it into space. And then De Jong, and now Moremi. Desperate defending by Matlanga, who gets it away, making his 91st start in the league today. Not the best take by Mufokeng. Sits up on the edge of the area for Sibili Bili. There will be another Buccaneers corner. Just past the midway point in this first half. Dion Hotter puts it in. TS Galaxy to claim some more silverware. Now Sibisi asked to turn it in Durban City. Decently put in by Matlambi. Decently put in by Mahlambi and Bombelase. I feel he should have done a lot better directing that at least on targets.
And also not one of the strongest hurdles rather from the team.
Noga finally plays it for Mbelase, who wanted it a bit earlier and then has turned and failed to locate Sedwin George. But disguises the pass. Butuma! Save from Tape.
Beautiful football from Orlando Pirates. Such a composure there from Butuma inside the box. Look at the improvement that Butuma has. A totally different player ever since he joined Orlando Pirates.
Mufuke, perfect pickup for Mbata. Can't, like his colleague who set him up, find the top corner.
Yeah.
Great ball taken quickly by Hato for Mufuke. Back to the Namibian. Stroked in text. So his name Tajela. Places one towards goal, a little harmless. But just for context, Mufuke ghosts away from Bunjana. Now to Young! Another tester for Tape. And once again, he's come up with the answers. That is Pirates' 7th shot on target already.
And Tape putting another save from
Hato. Moremi cracks it! Whoa! Pirates eventually do find their seconds. And Moremi scores in back-to-back league games. And Buccaneers cruising now.
So the set piece looks very, very familiar. I think we've seen one of them at FNB Stadium when they played the Chiefs. They did play a short corner from this side of the pitch. That resulted also into a goal. It comes again to Moremi again, find himself in that type of space. We spoke about it a bit earlier yesterday. They need to have different variations whenever it comes to set pieces, because Tape has been the one that comes out and be able to make those type of saves. But here, he finds himself very nicely, so much space in front of him, be able to pull the trigger there. But I think Tape could have done better, because you can see he went down a little bit early, but he couldn't punch the ball out for safety.
Well, the Buccaneers came into this game having already scored the most goals from outside the area in the Betway Premiership this season. They've increased that tally to 9. Rudy as a screamer and Nobo on match day 1. Now Sibili Bili. Dion picking up Moremi. It turns it to Butuma. Spins and shoots and no! It's a disaster. Now when it rains, it pours and it is bucketing down on TS Galaxy right now.
This man has been such an important figure in this first half, where he kept so many saves, so many balls out of Orlando Pirates attack. And we spoke about the numbers game, that Orlando Pirates are very coming into this game knowing that goals are going to be very important.
It's I guess in a sense, a fairly... Sabang Moremi glances up. Also Apollo's chance for an instant impact here. But for King, Lamont for golden arrows. Now Vilase. I think he could have got a touch, or more telling touch there. Could have possibly knocked it past Sipoche.
Could have been indeed.
Base. Combines with Apollos. Before King trying to walk it in.
Brilliant passage of play from Orlando Pirates. With this combination play, the understanding as well that opened his hands with King.
Still Apollos. King! Bags his seconds! head of steam, World Cup momentum at the perfect time.
At a perfect time indeed, Brunt. Picking at the right time, carrying this team, making sure that the league title hopes are still alive. They know the importance of scoring as many goals as possible, just to make sure that they give themselves enough room and space at the top. Mofokeng has been exceptional in this game. That understanding between him and Apollos inside the box, look at how comfortable Apollos is, that control Mofokeng, the composure that he has. Almost similar to that opportunity that they had earlier on.
Moremi! And Tape called into action once again.
Once again, indeed. Malupai seems to find that space. Seems to be very, very intentional in the second half. We've seen the round that Hoto just made, which in the first half was a lot.
Mofokeng towards Mputuma, fended away at the near post. Now Apollos, and a second bite. Both hits, one on each foot, both on targets.
Yeah, he couldn't get it right there, especially with his left foot.
Ntjela. It's a great ball for Sibilibili. It sets up for him. Oh, buries it! Pings it in off the post. And Orlando Pirates become the first side to ever put 5 past the Rockets in the top flight.
You look at the run that Sibilibili has made. We've seen him doing so many of those in the first half. Yet he was defended by Lithuania, who naturally is a left back, be able to see the type of runs. But now with Zameni coming in there, unable to pinpoint to see as to then how can he open his body to see that run that Sibilibili was making, but he still had so much job to do, so much to do. And to that finish that he had, what a great pass that had been played by Ntjela in that midfield.
19 games, 19 appearances rather, without getting his name on the score sheet, back amongst the goals.
Back amongst the goals, and then look at the type of goal that he scores as well. Look at that control. He makes sure that he puts it in front of him. He waits for the ball to drop to the height that he really, really wants. And he uses his legs just to try and get to the other side where Tape wasn't closing it.
Hunting that hat-trick. And finding it! First treble in the career of Relebohile Mofokeng. He has run riot against the Rockets. The 8-1 win against Galaxy, Christmas Eve 2024, is their biggest in the top flight in the PSL era. Perhaps they could do one better today.
Perhaps they can, but yes, also with Dapper, with all the time, whenever he was called upon to make so many saves, this one here, I think you'll feel like he maybe possibly let down the team. But yet again, this man who's been running riots within this team, the confidence that he has in and around that place, it's not enough power, but he knew exactly where he wanted to put it. So the corner there, the Tapper could have done better. Wanted to really, really handle the ball, maybe catch it.
Mofokeng again. Hooked over the top for Hato, who squares it. Sibilibili. Showman stuff from the Buccaneers. Oh! 2 years since Rangers hit 5 against Polokwane City. That's the last time any player got more to add further glass. Mbule. And it praises the roof of the nets.